stud. Slip the charger off the rear mounting stud and remove it from the front buffer support pin by sliding it to the rear. To remove the mounting block, pull back the right or left disconnector, rotate the barrel jacket, and push it forward. This leaves only the receiver group. This completes the disassembly of the machine gun. Remember to set the parts down in this sequence in the order of their removal. To assemble the weapon, reverse the disassembly procedure. Replace the mounting block on the receiver. Set one of the disconnectors in the hole on the mounting block. Pull back the other disconnector. Rotate the mounting block into position and release the disconnector. Next, the charger. This assembly is so designed that with but a minor change, it can be mounted on either the right or left side of the receiver. To make this change, slide the connector to the opposite side by depressing the plunger and the spring. Mount the charger assembly by setting the forked front section on the buffer support pin with the connector in the slot on the receiver. Slide the rear of the charger on the mounting stud. Replace the retaining ring. To replace the breech block on the barrel extension, line up the two lugs on the front side of the breech block with a dismount notch on the left side of the barrel extension. With the striker of the firing pin forward, drop the breech block in place and slide it to the right. Set the barrel on the barrel extension and replace them in the receiver, making sure that the locator slot faces up. The receiver rails must engage the grooves on the barrel extension. Push the breech block to the extreme right so that it engages the rail on the receiver. Now slide the barrel and barrel extension forward. When you pull back the action lever, be sure to keep your fingers out of the way of the rammer. The action roller is aligned with the closing cam on the bottom right side of the receiver. The locator slot on the barrel is aligned with the locator. Depress the support lever, then push the barrel extension to battery position. The locator should now be flush. Now, with the trigger up, align the grooves on the back plate with the rails on the back of the receiver and drop the back plate into position. Insert the driving springs and guide rods through the back plate into the barrel extension. Push forward and turn clockwise until they lock in place. Next, seat the feed tray. Make sure that the bullet ramp is to the front and that the brackets on the feed tray align with the latch rods on the receiver. Align the 4 cover brackets with the brackets on the latch rod assemblies. Push the cover down to the latched position. When you have completed the assembly of the machine gun, make a functional check of the weapon to make sure it operates properly. To change the feed from left to right, remove the cover and feed tray by pushing in the latch rods on the receiver. Lift the cover off and remove the feed tray. Adjust the feed tray by depressing the plunger and sliding the round stop to the left side of the tray, where the plunger engages the locating hole. The feed tray is properly set when the L on the feed tray is adjacent to the L on the round stop. Replace the feed tray. Now the cover is changed. First, move the feed retainer support to the left side. Slide the feed cam fully forward and remove it from the cover. Lift out the feed support. Remove the feed track and feed slide. Turn it end for end 180 degrees and replace it in the cover. This will align the L on the feed track with the L on the cover. Now slide the feed support retainer to the opposite side of the cover and replace the feed support. See that the L on the feed cam faces up. Replace the feed cam. See that the L on the feed cam lines up with the L on the cover. And slide it to the rear. Finally, slide the feed support retainer to the central locked position and replace the cover. This completes the feed direction change. You have seen the disassembly and assembly of this tank's coaxial mounted machine gun, the M73. Part 2 of this film will describe the cycle of functioning.